Hello Taurus, welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you are doing well and that you are enjoying or having a great holiday season. We're going to tap into your energy and get some messages for you, Taurus, starting with the Soul's Journey Oracle. So this is a message for Sun, Moon, or Rising in the sign of Taurus. As always, keep in mind that these are general messages, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You can check with any of the other zodiac that stand out to you as well if you're not finding resonance with this message. All right, Taurus. See what your message is. And we can see that loneliness is the first card out. I know that I am never alone. I'm going to keep going. Many of us do find ourselves feeling lonely, more so during the holidays than any other time. If you are going through some transitions and transformations within your family dynamic or friend circle. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you are alone, but it may mean that there are certain people in your life that you may not be spending time with. And that may bring up some sensations of loneliness or nostalgia. Next card out is guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. And then we have doubt and worry at the bottom. All right, Taurus. All right, so we're going to dive into this a little bit deeper. For many of you, regardless where you find yourself, either surrounded by loved ones and enjoying your time, there's still a key element, a key we'll just call it an element or person that is missing from your life experience. And that's bringing up a lot of sensations of feeling alone and guilt. We also have doubt. I release the need to know all of the answers. It seems as though maybe you are holding high hopes for reconciliation or to either be able to recover from a traumatic situation or a separation of sorts. Because these feelings of guilt are creeping up, it's also bringing sensations of doubt. And at the bottom of the deck, we have worry. Denial below that. So for the Taurus, relationships below that. So for the Tauruses that I'm speaking to in this reading, overall, this energy brings up a sensation of worry. And of course, we all know worry is a wasted energy. It does not change any outcome. It just causes more anxiety and bad feelings internally. This may not be something that you can control. Let's keep going. I keep being pulled back to doubt, and I release the need to know all the answers. But I think because there is something that is unknown or you don't have all of the answers, it is bringing up a lot of worry and other sensations that are just they're not doing you any good, Taurus. So let's dive a little deeper into this. Why is loneliness out here for Taurus. You may still be in the midst of a transition within yourself. And so a lot of times when we are going through that depth and a darker phase of our changes and evolution, it's going to dredge up a lot of old stuff. And usually at the end of the year, during the holiday season, is when we have all of the memories of our entire lifetime, nostalgia, and we're feeling those that we are missing, that are not in our current life experience. Why is loneliness out here for Taurus, please? Ten of Wands. All right, so for many of you, this is definitely something that has been something very heavy, a heavy weight that you've been carrying with you. And it is the source of mental and emotional exhaustion. On top of that, you may have been burning the candle at both ends to compensate for these sensations, these feelings that are meant to come up to the light of consciousness. They don't feel good. We humans do everything we can not to feel these important feelings, but they are important to feel and go through for the purpose of healing. I know it sounds so cliche, but it seems as though, Taurus, whatever you've been doing to compensate, to help you feel better, is actually wearing you out, weighing you down, as well as the guilt that you are carrying still. Why is guilt here for Taurus, please? Five of Swords. This is definitely, Taurus, something that you cannot really escape. You may have been putting on a nice show for yourself, a brave face, and trying to enjoy yourself as much as possible. But when the fun is set all over, you're still left with yourself and the thoughts and the guilt and whatever else continues to stay with you. These crows are reflective of your negative thoughts and beliefs about yourself and about a situation. Something deep is it's trying to get your attention. And it's something that you see, he's just holding his head like, I don't want to feel this anymore. I don't want to go there anymore. But the more we fight that, the more we resist that, the more it continues to persist. So there's something that you're not wanting to feel or acknowledge that continues to knock on your door, and you are not wanting to open that door. Why is doubt out here for Taurus, please? Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm getting over a cold, so you may hear some sniffling and scratchy throat. We have the Four of Pentacles with doubt, so you are still holding on to something from the past. Guarding yourself, guarding your heart, guarding your safety, not feeling safe You still have a major protector part that is very active and holding you back from actually being able to see the answers, which is causing the doubt. It's a little bit of stubbornness here. So when we have big, huge emotions and memories and thoughts arise, that is our body's way of releasing and bringing it to the light of conscious for us to work through. Is this true? What are these thoughts actually telling me? Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck is telling me that it is time to stop worrying and really take time to rest. Rest your weary heart, I'm hearing. Look at that heart she's knitted in that nest. I'm learning that worry does not change an outcome. And I think that you are fully aware of this. What you may not be aware of is what it is that you're holding onto too tightly. We'll see if we can get a little more into this for you, Taurus. What advice do we have for Taurus? First off, a Taurus, the advice is exactly the muse of emotions, feeling all of your feelings, allow them to wash through you, these emotions, muse of emotions, so that you're not carrying them with you any longer. Allow these emotions to rise to the surface, and the muse of emotions is actually emotional intelligence. So understanding what your emotions are trying to tell you internally versus what your mind is believing to be true. I think you're really stuck on one story, Taurus, and there's more to the story than what you're aware of. Way more. Tell me about guilt and Five of Swords, please. Advice. Thank you. Yes, the Moon and Empress, both feminine energies. The advice here is to, first of all, acknowledge those emotions as your emotional intelligence. Feel the feelings. This is what's coming up from the subconscious, from the depths of you that were not fully aware that certain parts within you that are frozen in time in the past. It's almost a sort of a soul retrieval to retrieve those parts of you that are the source of your pain and the source of your negative thought loops that continue to loop around, causing you to feel guilt and worry and doubt and loneliness. Allow the moon, and it's funny because Taurus, I'm doing this reading on the Cancer full moon. The Cancer, the mother full moon. So this is a wonderful time to maybe sit with the moon's energy, and allow it to arise to show you what it is that is within you that is trying to talk to you, trying to teach you, and trying to open up and activate the feminine energy within you, not gender, but more of the nurturing, mothering, creator aspect of you that is connected to all, to the cosmos. Whatever these thoughts are, Taurus, that are telling you something that is making you feel heavy and guilty, give them to the Mother. Give them to the Mother Earth. Give them to the cosmos. Allow your emotions to show you more of what you need to see and understand and recognize about yourself, about the different aspects of yourself, the parts of yourself that are really just seeking to be your awareness. That is where the answers are, within you. I know that can be difficult and challenging for many who aren't quite ready to open up the door to the depths of yourself, but this is how we get there. This is how we release the burden and we release the negative thought loops that constantly will be causing you pain and suffering unnecessarily. Okay. And because there are two different parts, two different aspects within you, Taurus, that are actually quite the opposite. They oppose each other, but they are very dominant, very strong parts. It leaves you feeling confused, doubtful. It leaves you holding on to all that you know instead of opening your mind, opening your heart, opening yourself up to more. It leaves you undecided, confused. And when I talk about parts, these are parts of you. We have multiple parts, multiple personalities, multiple aspects of ourselves. Some are frozen in time, back when you've had certain traumas and certain experiences. So it's really important that we allow these parts to arise and come to the surface and awaken within us, to bring them back into harmony within the self. We do have Ace of Materials and Awakening at the bottom, and the Star. So Taurus, you are definitely going through a healing journey, awakening to more truth. It may not fully arise yet, but here's an opportunity. Your window of opportunity starts now. Starts now, but you must open. You must release the need to know and stop holding on to whatever the story is of the past. Let's get you some advice. Okay, we're going to read from the Secret Language of Animals. To give you one last message here, Taurus. And if you're liking this video so far, please don't forget to click the like button. Feel free to comment. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And for personal readings, you can book that through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com. That information is also in the description box. Okay, Taurus. Maybe for some of you, it would be helpful to write it out and write out from both parts, from both sides. What feels yucky and what feels good. Write it all out. Get it out of the head so that you can express it more. So that you allow some more of your aspects, your parts, to express themselves. It seems as though there's an aspect here that you're really suppressing. Thank you. We have sea turtle and timber wolf. The sea turtle speaks of beginnings, self-reliance, journey, and home. And the timber wolf speaks of instinct, guidance, belonging, and order. We're going to read them from the book for you. We'll start with sea turtle. The message of turtle is to simply begin. Great journeys are made with small steps and steady progress. Turtle wisdom recognizes that our first steps into any adventure and endeavor may feel clumsy, dangerous, and scary. But when the moment comes to birth an idea, start a new friendship, or take your first steps down a path that calls your heart, there's no substitute for simply answering the call. Begin. Follow the energy of the sun. Steady progress feels good. You need not hurry, but don't wait until the conditions are perfect. The act of beginning makes the conditions perfect. In the same way that a giant 1,700-pound sea turtle soars weightlessly in the sea of his belonging, you will find a sense of buoyancy rising within you. Give yourself the gift of immersing in the energy of your calling. No matter how great the task may seem before you, no matter how tiny your first steps may appear, know that you are honored for that which you bring to the circle. You are part of a bigger story unfolding, and your dreams are connected to many others. Turtle teaches us endurance through peace, patience, and gentle perseverance. Turtle calls you to find a sense of home within your own being now, and to know that your journey through the world will always be supported. And that would explain the Ace of Materials, an opportunity to continue something new for yourself, Taurus, to open up. We're going to read Timberwolf. Open yourself up to new possibilities. Wolf comes to you as one of the most powerful guides on your journey to help cultivate an unbreakable line of communication with your intuition. Wolf reminds us that there's a pulse of deep inner knowing that often surpasses what the surface mind can see. He calls for a level of trust in this primal instinct that will allow you to take action when the moment calls, even when you don't know why or exactly where it is leading you. There is a greater path unfolding. Let the call inspire you into motion, trusting that later you will look back and understand why. One of the things that will help open the channels of communication with your inner guides is to bring the aspects of your everyday life into order. Sometimes we resist cleaning house because we feel it's not as important as the other things that need doing. But when we bring a healthy sense of focus to our schedule and order to our external world, the inner world quiets. Communication with life, too, becomes clearer. Wolf calls you to discover a new sense of freedom through order, while remaining open to the call of the moment. Lastly, Wolf comes to remind you that while there are times when you must walk alone, life's truest fulfillment comes in joining energy with others towards a collective aim. Take time to honor the members of your pack. Call them close to you and recognize each for the gift they bring. Don't be afraid to ask for guidance and help. And when the time comes, be willing to be a source of the same. When spirits are aligned, there is great power in numbers. And what I'm getting here also, Taurus, is just that level of trust that whatever these primal instincts are that are arising within you is to not shove them back down and hold on to what you've already processed and known, but to be open to more, to really feeling more. Your emotions are your intuitive navigational system, and that's something that's really important to nurture here, so that you don't find yourself confused and conflicted in life or in the mind too much, and you open yourself up to new possibilities. So that is the message that I have for you, Taurus, this week. I hope that you found this helpful for you, and I am sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.